Hello and welcome to this T-Box Media coverage, a special edition, original back nine at Henderson Park, in the heart of the western suburbs of Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, New Zealand. I'm Henry Pearson, joined in the commentary booth today by my good friends Mathew Masters and Josh Love-Parata.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey guys. We have Jake Brennan on the card today, as well as the man himself, Mathew Masters. Looking good with the tui. Followed up by Bruce. Bit of disc skills there, looking good. And last but not least, Henry Pearson. Showing good form with the ultimate catch there. All two.
High caliber card, most of the boys rated sort of between 900 and 920. On to the first hole.
Yep.
Matt, what do we got?
First hole we got a low ceiling, bit of a tunnel shot, good warm up. It will be from the original front 9 basket to the 8 basket.
Jake teeing off first. Some sort of latitude mid-range, might be a claymore.
Lovely shot. Straight up the guts. He'll be happy.
Matt, what have you got in your hand?
I got my Strata Kotaku, most trustworthy straight disc I got. Got a bit lucky off the leaves there, but
Bit of tree love. Turned out good.
Brucey now with what appears to be a P-walker, but no glide to that one. And I'll hang on to a P-walker as well. This one in atomic plastic max weight. Scoots a little down the left hand side.
hopefully you have an opening from over there.
Great upshot there with the Berg. Can't go wrong with that disc.
This a niggly little putt. Looks like it's slightly outside circle, but you won't be able to see from this angle. I'm having to putt through a V in the tree directly in front of me. No need for an abnormal straddle on this one. It's my usual.
Oh, great putt. Heart of the chains. Jake Brennan from edge of circle, perhaps? 9 meters.
Yeah, that was definitely a good putt.
Beautiful.
His putting form was on today.
Not a bad start from the boys. Well, we definitely got that one. And Matt taps in what might be the easiest birdie you'll see on this hole in some time. Not that this hole's been played in some time, by the sounds of things.
No, if what we heard was 5 years ago they used to play this as the alternate back nine when there wasn't any.
So this will be our second hole. It's a short par 4 through an opening to a landing zone, and then a short pitch up right to left hyzer to what would be original 9 basket on the now standard Henderson Park 9. Jake off first after a good putt and a birdie on the first hole.
Looks like an invader from him. Oh,
Yeah, the tee pad was a little tricky. There's a big cut down trunk right behind it. Doesn't really give you the good footing, but try and make the most of it.
Our dear friend Matty Huang just making an appearance on the back of coverage there. I've got a flippy atomic Kahu XG in hand. Might be a little bit too high speed for what's necessary on this hole.
really close to getting that line though. That would have been really nice if we could see the full flight. A little high out of Bruce, but he's up there.
In the middle,
He's up there.
unlike the rest.
So Matt, can you tell us a little bit about the conditions on the day?
It was pretty good. Clear skies. Seemed to be a headwind wherever you went, but it wasn't too strong, so didn't need to take into consideration too much the wind.
No excuses then?
Not really. Siak got an unfortunate cut roll away there.
Jake now having to go wide after an errant drive. but there's plenty of space out the back there to leave himself a putt for a 3.
Tough little spot here for you, Henry. Looks like a putter.
This is a Z buzz,
Oh, nice.
and that's not going to cut the mustard.
No, the tight fairway really meant if you missed it. Gave you some harder next few shots.
Mutant from Bruce. Oh, beautiful skip. That's in the circle. That's unfortunate.
That's still going to leave an outside the circle look for a 4 on what really should be at least a look for 3 on the hole.
Oh, lovely. Look from Mathew.
Inches high.
Wow.
How good did that look for most of the way?
Oh, you could see it. It was just tunneling that basket. I was really hoping for the camera would make it, but
No words needed for that one, to be frank.
This par putt for Jake, is it?
From what appears to be maybe 40 to 45, he's a little long.
Great bed though. Chain high.
yeah, gave it a run.
Bruce Yang with really the only good look for birdie on the card, and
Thanks,
takes advantage of a good drive.
Almost had some simultaneous putts going on there.
Hey, it's a casual round. People just speed up play.
Well, that was for a 5, I think, which makes for a pretty unimpressive second hole for the group, other than Bruce, who really salvaged
Yeah, no, it
our
looks
status, so that was good.
short par 4 was still played very tricky with how tight it was. So here we have the third. We're playing from out on the field, so it's not really any tee hole, tee pad, but we're playing into the 8th basket.
Interesting shot. Looks like a good
good
line
test.
from Bruce.
Good test of hyzer control, really, yeah. Now I think they called this 70 meters at the start, and then we quickly realized with Bruce's shot it was a little bit further, so we all went up a disc.
Jake will have a putt from there.
Yeah, I got my Huia here.
7-speed mid-range, started out wide enough, and he's certainly corrected from the mistakes of the two before him.
Yeah, trees probably gave me a bit more love there.
I'll finish out the card with what appears to be a Star Thunderbird. 9-speed, certainly plenty overstable.
That's a great looking line. Go.
And that, I
Be
think,
close.
I'm pretty happy with.
Yep, I think you got CDP there.
Nice little up shot from Bruce. He'll have a tap in from there. Jake from similar spot to the last hole. Just a little low. And Mathew and Henry look pretty parked. Great shots, lads.
Yeah, now I'll take another birdie there. Come back after the bogey.
And to tidy up for a second birdie on the card, that's more like it.
Definitely help fight back the double.
2 2s, 2 3s, we're on to the 4th. And a par 4 it'll be. 4th hole, par 4, just 90 metres, but a couple of tunnel shots to contend with. 2 lines, frankly, one down the left-hand tunnel, which is a little bit tighter at the end, and then one at the right, which you'll need to throw something reasonably stable to get a bit of a skip and push towards the circle. But rumour has it we might see an alternative line. Here's Matt off the tee.
Yeah, the problem with the line and the right is you have to play a little bit of luck with some trees at the end there. As you see, I got a bit of a kick to the right, but it's still good.
I'm going to follow that right-hand line. This one a Champ Destroyer, hoping to get a little bit of a skip off the hard pan ground down by that second lot of trees.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that one
Looks
won the
right up
lottery
there.
there, got through.
Early release from Bruce.
Bruce taking the alternative line, but not quite making it. This looks like an interesting camera angle.
Big Sky Annie coming here.
Oh boy.
He's got it turned.
Well, he's at least over the first canopy, but he's going to have to navigate the second lot. Oh! Holy smokes.
Jeepers. That looked
That's
under
surely
the
parked.
basket.
Surely parked.
Second from Bruce. He'll have a putt from there.
Well, I think we're waiting with bated breath to see if that aggressive line is going to pay off for Jake. And he's still to play, so he's going to be at least what appears to be inside the circle.
But first, Henry's eagle putt here. Just outside.
And I tell you, that looked good out of the hand, good on the way, good a metre out of the basket, and didn't quite finish it off. Birdie look here for Matt. What are you putting with?
Just my links. Classic links.
Oh, great putt.
They just
All
feel
day.
nice and tacky grip, good to putt with.
Tap and
And
birdie.
that'll be a 3 as well. Incredibly, we still haven't seen Jake's second. I think I've just given a hint as to where Jake might be. Brucey, unfortunately, missing his 3. Excuse me, his 4, and he pops that one in for 5.
Just a tap and eagle here. Even gets the same height as the raised basket.
Unreal.
What a drive.
That, I might say, as a disc golfer of 18 months to 12 to 2 years, is probably one of the best shots I've ever seen. A great 2 from Jake, well deserved. On to the 5th.
Yep, so this is a long par 5 playing from almost where we teed off last time. Right through to, if you know Henderson, to the basket on the 5th. So pretty much playing alongside 7 and 6 all the way back to 5.
Massive hole. Need some big drives here.
Henderson Park, not a particularly large piece of land, but we've managed to fit 2 par 5s into the layout today, and this being the first. Jake starts one out wide, and is going to have to find an interesting line to get back into play.
What are you throwing here, Matt?
So I got my Kahoo XG, my more stable one. Kind of come over it a little bit too much, was trying to get that hyzer back in.
Any OBs on this hole, or is it all?
No OBs, but you know, if you push too far to the right there, you get stuck behind that bathroom there. So we'll see my tough position coming up.
Leading off here with a star katana. Should flip a little more than that. Might be because I just lost my footing a bit off the tee, but still in play.
Great
Bruce.
drive from Bruce.
Bruce
Got it
might
to
have had a
the-
little bit of a slip there too.
Aggressive flex line.
It's like a DD3 from him.
Josh, this is your first look at this alternative layout. What's your initial thoughts?
Yeah, definitely a change up from the usual back 9 we play. It looks very interesting, and I'm definitely keen to pop out and try it out sometime, because it looks like a lot of fun, especially with these longer holes. You don't often get to throw drivers out at Hendo, so it's quite nice.
Wow.
Roller from Jake. I like the option. It's a little
It's-
over on it.
That is massive.
It'll be in a good spot though. Wide open. Huge.
It's hard to see the distance, but that went a long way.
Matt now playing from a similar line.
So I was very pinched off. Yeah.
But managed to fight through the initial lot of trees to leave a long open shot to the basket.
Bruce here from good position. Wide open. Big air shot. Oh yeah. That's where you want to be.
Thank you.
Be about 60 in from there.
Yeah, shouldn't be too far. Should just be a good mid-range approach.
I've left myself with a bit of distance here. It's still at least sort of 85, 90 to get to the basket. Looking to drive something in low from right to left. That one Heisering out a little too early.
Yep. And I have a very similar shot, a couple meters left of him.
Much better line.
Kept it wide, but it's a little short. It'll be a low ceiling, but good look.
Mutant from Bruce. Ooh, a little early.
And Jake, after that enormous sky roller, is found himself pin high with just a pitch up.
Great up shot.
And what a pitch up it is. He'll tap that one in for a birdie 4. Incredibly, a second Mat 1 sighting on the coverage already, and we're only on hole 5.
The real guest star.
Joined, of course, by our good friend Joe Bell.
Oh, that was
That
a good looking
was
jumper.
a super bit.
Yeah, just inches high again.
Here I am from a similar distance. Casey Pro AVR in hand. But a little low.
Brucey for bird. Lovely putt. Par.
Yeah, he had that putt before to hit the tree.
Oh, true.
Yeah, he got a bit of pinched off from his birdie putt. So. Still all of us tapping up pars in before Jake tapped his birdie.
Lovely birdie, Jake, to follow up that eagle.
Yep, just give a thanks to T-Box Media for coming out to film. It'll be good if you could hit that subscribe. Keep up to date with his future videos.
On to hole 6 now, straight across the field to what is regular basket 3. We're teeing off from approximately where we just tapped in for our putts on the previous hole. This one, bomber par 3. And a good rip out of Jake. I think that'll be his Discraft Titanium Nuke. And he's left with what might be 20 to 30 metres to pitch up. Matt, what have you got in hand?
It's my more flippy Kahu XG. Didn't give it really time to flex out full line now. Left with a decent upshot, but
Keep in mind, this being played in early April, so ground still hard enough to perhaps consider a roller, and that's what I've done here.
Looks very nice. Yeah, that'll leave you 40 out. It's a pretty true par 3, this one. It's quite long.
yeah, it's really almost just a play for par.
Yeah.
We were discussing how many players within Auckland might be able to get there in just one tonk, and we probably whittled it down to at least 3 or 5, no more.
Definitely.
Matt now with an upshot.
Lovely shot. Was that the Kia?
That's just a Ruru. Just a nice
Ruru.
bloody Ruru.
Nice and straight.
This one a JK Pro AVR, a little bit grippier than the KC Pro, and I'll have a putt.
It's up from Bruce. He's right under the basket there. And Jake with almost a jump putt. Oh. Nice up shot from Jake.
Yeah, it might have been a half run there. But all of us just some par putts.
Very unfortunate, just a bit high there from Henry. Nice tidy out there from Matt. Tap outs for the rest of the boys.
Yep, there we go. And the next hole is pretty much just the reverse of that, from where we just tapped into the basket we were at before. Another crusher of a par 3.
Absolute bomber again. Wonder if we'll see a few more of those rollers. Could be on.
Joe teeing off first, playing really well. He's at 3 under with a par 5 to come, and that is crushed. I think this hole, if I recall correctly, was playing slightly into the wind, so certainly made for a true par 3 at 150.
Yeah, it gave me that air to try and play a roller, but got a bit too over it, fell over a bit.
Tough on the grass tee pads.
Yeah.
Make sure to pick up that banana peel on your way back.
Will do.
DD3 here from Bruce. The Huck leg stamp. Oh, looks like a rip.
Come out of it.
Huge.
That's a smash.
Yep.
What do we got here, Henry?
This is a little known disc that you should know about. It's called the Arobi Epic, utility disc that I managed to snag from a gentleman in the States. Thumber and tomahawk only. Hold on to your hats, your caps, your socks and your knickers. This one, it's going sky high.
Wow.
Just a pity it's gone in the wrong direction.
Great distance though. All over there.
I think once you get a hold of those things and they sort of tend to flip to flat, highs are out, they can be a real weapon. But unfortunately on this occasion it's left me in a tough spot. Just pitching out.
Definitely a very special disc. Henry's special weapon.
Still dialing it in.
Each of the other 3 boys in good spots here just to pitch up and make a putt. Matt, your approach just good choice there.
Yeah, it's the Strata Kotuku again, just trying to keep it low, flat, glidey. Got it a bit short there, we'll leave a tricky putt. That low ceiling on the left there.
ESP zone from you, is it?
You betcha.
Good shot there, that'll be a putt. It's in your range.
Now we get up to the big boys, Bruce and Jake with good drives. Keep in mind this is a 150 metre par 3 playing into the wind, so they really have put a up a good chunk of this hole.
Yeah, there's just a couple of leaves there hanging in my way. It's going to make this putt a little bit tricky.
Oh, just caught him.
And yeah,
Bugger.
you either have to go under or over that. I tried to go over.
Now just to tidy up to move on to the next, and that'll do it.
Bruce here for par. Good par. Tough hole.
Yeah, 2 absolute crush par 3s in a row.
Well, Jake's certainly leading the way with 2 holes to play. This one, the 8th hole. Par 3, 67 metres. Quite open. It's playing to regular basket 4. A hyzer or a straight shot is all you need really here. Something low speed. And you certainly don't want to get yourself caught up left or long.
Yeah, the ground around the basket's a little fast, so playing with that in mind too.
Good line from Jake. Might need a sit. Just a touch deep, but he'll have a bid for sure.
I don't recall exactly what Bruce has been throwing here, but he does bag a lot of Discmania, so it could be up that alley.
I believe it's an MD3, the Iron Samurai. I also have a Kotuku, which is very similar.
Nice line. Eyes ring in perfectly. What are you throwing here, Henry?
A little bit of a disadvantage having to nabsticate a furry obstacle in front of me, but I've chosen a Latitude 64 XXX, very overstable fairway driver. And I'll start it wide enough to make the most of that stability.
Great shot. Right under the basket.
Yeah, all looking good for some birdie putts here.
Well, there's probably something to be said about those 4 shots if I'm putting first from what appears to be 3 or 4 metres. And a 2 to start the boys off.
Jake with hopefully not too much foliage in the way.
He's looking like he's finding his way through it.
Oh yeah.
And Jake adds another birdie to what is now becoming an impressive resume on this special edition Championship 9. Mathew Masters pushes it to 2 under.
Stuff chasing Jake.
Yeah, nice little feel good hole.
And Brucey
Bird.
keeps up
There it
pace to make for a good battle for second. Jake running away with it as we go into our final hole.
Good star frame from the lads.
Yeah, there was bound to be one. So yeah, we step up to the last hole. It's a played from the basket we were just at on 4 and playing all the way down the basket 2 holes later on 6. So the current back 9 at Henderson plays a par 4 from somewhere between the 5th and the 6th tee pad. This is probably going to play the same from just even further out as a par 5 now.
Jake once again leaning on that Discraft titanium nuke, and it seemed to work the trick all day, and I think you'll find a similar result here off this drive.
Yeah, so it looks like he's on that left side there, so we have the left route, but there's also the original route on the right there. So we'll see where everyone plays to.
DD3 there from Bruce. Should be in a good spot for a forehand upshot maybe through the gap.
Yeah, it's still quite a way out from down there.
Matt trying to get sneaky a little bit on that right hand side. We'll see how that one finished up.
Yeah, just held the turn a little longer than I wanted it to.
And with a Ballista Pro in hand, I'll try and tonk this one out wide left into the open field.
Yeah, so it seems on the left was the choice for most of the players. And you'll find soon that it was probably the wiser choice.
That one not far away from being good, just needed to flip up a little more. A champ number it was. Brucey now from a similar position.
Jake with a great drive. Looks in the best spot.
A birdie here would secure a particularly good 9 for Jake. And he'll put himself up in at least a position to have a reasonably regulation upshot, this looks like trouble. Tell us.
Remembering I am 6'4" and I'm still only poking my head out here.
It's fair to say you're in the thick of it.
Yes. So it was just a flick roller just to try and get up to the fairway.
Good out from that spot. Caught up a little bit, but
Yeah, just the hanging trees caught me up.
nice up from Bruce. That'll slide. Unfortunate.
Bit of
shot.
an early release there, just didn't get it.
This a Kia upshot for you here, Henry?
It is a clear upshot. I'm just looking to skip it out to the right, bring it back in.
Oh, I like that. Pretty.
Yeah, good flare control there.
No, because then I'm not making the bogey here. That's not bad.
Possibly a run here.
Yeah, they were trying to talk me into it.
Ooh.
Goes to show you've got a good head on your shoulders just to lay up and not give in to the peer pressure.
Maybe another day I would have been tempted.
Great shot from Jake there, putting it under the basket. Oh yeah, Bruce.
Unreal.
A massive putt.
Huge putt.
What a putt. So with that, Bruce moves to 2 under and I think locks in at least second place after Matthew's errant drive.
Yes, I'm only got my putt here for bogey, so
This one just for show, but it'll be a 4 and a birdie nevertheless.
Great.
another massive putt.
Edge of circle all day.
I'll be sleeping well tonight after draining that and having a good birdie on the hole before. Matt now to tidy up.
Is that bird for you too?
Not too bad of a save from where his 4th ended. And the man of the day, Jake Brennan, taps in for another birdie. Arms
There it
raised,
is.
so you should. 5 under par, and he leads the group by quite a few.
Stunning round.
What a day
Congratulations,
we've had.
Jake.
Very impressive, Jake. Well done.
Well done.
Brilliant round.
Well, what a pleasure it was. Thanks so much for joining us on this T-Box Media coverage here from Henderson Park in the heart of the western suburbs of Tamaki Makaurau. Boys, it's been a pleasure to join you in the commentary booth. Thanks so much.
Yes, it was a wonderful experience.
Yeah, great round. Cheers for that, boys.
Final recap on the scores. Jake, he's led the group by far. And with putts like this,
Yep, there's no
how could you
question.
be surprised? An eagle 2 in the mix there. Brucey played well and finished second in the end,
Yep, nice 2 under.
capping it off with a good par. We will see you again on T-Box Media coverage. Lots in stall, particularly with New Zealand Tour stops coming up in Taupo.
Oh boy, excited for that one.
So make sure to subscribe to the channel while you can. We'll see you when we see you.
Yes, see you around.
See you later.